English is important in real life because it is the global language. It helps us talk to people from different places, get good jobs, and learn new things. Listening to English stories is a fun way to practice and improve. Stories teach us words, how to speak naturally, and make learning easier. If you listen to stories every day, you will see great progress. So, if you want to be fluent, this is for you. One day, a boy named Jake was sitting alone in his small room in New York. He had a big dream. Jake wanted to travel the world and talk to people in different countries. But there was one problem: his English was very bad. He always felt shy and scared to speak. Jake loved watching movies, but he could not understand much. One day, his older sister Emily gave him a gift. It was an old storybook full of short, easy stories in English. She said, "Jake, start with these. Read them out loud. Listen to the words, and soon you'll feel the magic of English." At first, Jake thought it was silly. But one evening, he opened the book. The first story was about a boy who became a hero by learning a new language. Jake felt a spark inside him. He read the story slowly, word by word. Then he found a recording of the story online and listened. He noticed how the words were pronounced. He repeated after the voice. Something amazing happened. After a week, Jake began to recognize some words in the movies he loved. He felt proud. Wow, he thought, this is working every night. Jake listened to a new story, and every morning he practiced the words. One day, Jake met a man from Japan who spoke English very well. Jake asked, "How did you learn English?" The man smiled and said, "I listen to stories every day. I imagined myself in the stories. I learned how people talk. Stories are the secret." Jake remembered this and made a promise to himself. He decided to listen to English stories every single day, even if it was just for 10 minutes. He turned his learning into a game. Whenever he learned a new word, he tried to use it when talking to Emily. She always cheered him on. Listening to English stories is powerful because it shows you how words are used in real life. It's not just about grammar, it's about feeling the language. Imagine hearing a story about Sarah, who travels to a strange town and meets a talking dog. Each word paints a picture in your mind. Your brain connects the words to actions, feelings, and images. This helps you remember better. Jake learned something very smart. He found that if he listened to the same story many times, he understood more each time. Repetition was like planting seeds in his brain. Every time he listened, the words grew stronger. Jake also discovered podcasts and audiobooks. He loved one podcast where the storyteller spoke slowly and clearly. He would close his eyes and listen carefully. He imagined the scenes like a movie in his head. This made learning fun and exciting. If you want to speak English fluently, here are some tips Jake used. Start with easy stories. Choose short stories with simple words. Listen every day. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Repeat the same story. Repetition helps you understand better. Speak out loud after listening. Say the words yourself. Imagine the scenes. Picture the story in your mind. This helps you remember. Learn phrases, not just words. Stories teach you how words fit together. Be patient. Fluency takes time, but it's worth it. One day, Jake's school had a talent show. He decided to tell one of his favorite English stories on stage. He was nervous, but he remembered all his practice. When he started speaking, the words flowed easily. Everyone clapped and cheered. Jake couldn't believe it. He had become fluent. Emily smiled and said, "See? I told you stories are magic." Jake's journey teaches us that fluency is not impossible. It's a step-by-step process, and stories make it fun. Imagine yourself speaking confidently like Jake. Start today with one story and keep going. Always remember this: every big tree starts as a small seed. Your English skills will grow if you water them with stories, practice, and patience. If you enjoyed this story and found these tips helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll share more secrets to learning English fluently. Keep listening, keep learning, and let's reach your goals together.